right, you guys. So now we're going to do 7 commandment. You shall not commit adultery. I know you guys are really little right now, so I'll probably explain that to you when you guys are about 10 years old. Okay? But it is not difficult to understand. I am not conducting marriage counseling, nor do I have a license, but what I am going to tell you is common sense, logic, and you just need a moral consciousness to understand. So we understand that the law and religion was created by us humans to control us, and some control is good, but don't put your trust in religion. A religion, it's not going to save you, but God will, okay?
Okay.
In my opinion, there is no reason why you should have an excuse to commit adultery. And some phrases sound awesome, like a real man will never cheat on you, or a real woman will never cheat on you. Well, the reality is that men, we are all real men, and women, they are all real women. So in order to do it, you need a man and a woman if someone is going to commit adultery, period. There are many reasons humans choose to commit adultery. At the end, it is a choice. Most people that choose to say no to adultery is because they love God, they love their partner, they have common sense, logic, and a moral consciousness. Plus, they carry the honor of their family. Humans that choose to do adultery represent the opposite of these values. Adultery is not only for married people, but for your partner, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your significant other, engaged couple, and anyone you have a relationship with. Marriage is a public symbol invented by us humans, by our religion, and by the law to serve practical purpose like forming alliance, managing property, and ensuring legitimate heirs. Love came later. When you are looking for love and you find a partner, so now before you get married, you are faithful, correct? So before you get married, you're not committed with anybody but your partner and God. So you don't need it to be married to be faithful, correct? So being married does not prevent you from adultery. You know where the line is, and you are not going to cross the line because of what it means to you, and you love God and your partner. Okay, so now let's look at the other side of the coin. Let's say that you believe that we are rational animals and that you are only doing what your heart desires. And as long as you don't get caught, no problem. However, you know when you cross the line, and we have a moral consciousness given to us by God as common sense, logic, and consciousness to understand the difference between good and evil. And not only you need to convince yourself first that your partner is not going to find out. So that means that you are being unfaithful to yourself first before you can be unfaithful to your partner. Whenever there is a divorce, if you have kids, they get the worst part because you can divorce your husband or your wife, but you can never divorce your kids. Okay, so here's some advice on intimacy. Our parents never taught us on how to negotiate at the beginning of our relationship about intimacy. Everyone has a different level of intimacy, and it is very rare that both men and women have the same level. And our parents didn't teach us because it is obvious that their parents also did not teach them. So at the beginning of each relationship, we need to find out, for example, how many times it is okay for a partner to have intimacy a week. So we are all different and we need to find a happy medium and understand that it could vary. It could go up a little bit one week, it could go down a little bit one week. Find a balance and negotiate a happy medium. So if a man or a woman are virgin, then they would have no idea, which that is what we should be encouraged to our kids to be virgins. And we should tell them, don't be ashamed of this. On the otherwise, be proud that you are a virgin and don't care what the public tell you. So let's say that one of us like to be intimate once a week. It could be the man or the woman. The other every day. Then a negotiation needs to happen to maybe do it 3 to 4 times a week and to understand that both are making a sacrifice to make each other happy, as with time, age, illness, kids, and work, it will only decrease the amount of times in a relationship because that is part of nature, and it is extremely unlikely that both male and female find each other with the same sex drive. So they both need to show each other that they are loved and desire. Because it is my responsibility as a man, and because it is her responsibility as a woman, and to make sure that this negotiation, it is only for how many times or average times per week the couple should have intimacy, but to never negotiate intimacy for other reasons, only because I love you, you love me, I want to make you feel desire, and I want to please you, and you want to make me feel desire, and you want to please me. And it is a way of intimate communication between each other. If it does not exist intimate relationship, then eventually will end.